Coach, when going back and looking at the film for Game 3, was the most important thing that stood out about the way that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was disrupted and things that you can take to Game 4?
He missed shots that he can make, but I also think we, threw different looks at him. We'll have to throw different looks today. This game time is crazy. But no, it's, he's such a good player. It can't be one thing or two things. You have to try things on the fly. He's what he is for a reason, first team All-NBA. So we know his effort, his attention to detail will be different today. So ours has to be too, has to be heightened. And we have to try things and not be afraid to throw things out of the maybe we haven't done so far.
David, what are your thoughts on how the few times you guys have used zone in the series have gone and what you guys need to be better at when executing that?
Yeah, I think it's gone okay. I mean, it's a good way to change up the pace of the game because they want to play so fast, make them move the ball a little bit. It takes us away from some of the small pick and roll stuff where, they're deciding what matchup they want. But it also leads to problems. It leads to guys open shots with ball movement. They tried different things last game, putting people in different spots. We'll have to react to that. If we have to change up our alignment of who is where, whether it's a matchup zone, a 2-3. If we have to try something different, we will. But he's a great coach. They're going to watch the tape and they're going to do their thing too. So we'll be ready to react to it.
David, Nicole has been wearing that shooting sleeve. How much has kind of the elbow stuff from earlier this season been lingering for him? And did you feel like that had anything to do with just some of the missed jump shots from the other night?
I have no idea, to be honest. That's, for him to answer or think about. I did not. I thought his three ball early looked really good, and he had a great extension to it, just rimmed out. Late, that could be the fact that he was on the court for so long with so much responsibility that it kind of came up short. He had some really good looks. I'll say it again. If he has 10 great looks, I hope he shoots 10 more. Very capable of making 6 or 7 today. So, I'll rely on – what's funny to me is this. If Steph Curry shot 2 for 13 from 3, would you guys be asking me any questions about the fact that he took 13 threes? Nikola shoots 45% from 3. So if he's open and he wants to shoot that thing, I hope he lets it fly. Oh, no, I just mean I just know the narrative and the rhetoric of all of it. It's like he had great looks, and when he's in the paint, 5 people are around him. His comfort level, I'm not sure that he's one of those guys that would never tell you one way or the other.
Coach, you mentioned before the last game, one of your priorities was making sure you screen better and scrape the defenders off, particularly Jamal Murray.
For sure.
And him setting up those defenders. I'm wondering how you felt that went, and can you continue that today?
It went a lot better in the first 2 games, that's for sure. Again, we have to put him in different parts of the floor to make it easier for him to set up Lou, give us a chance to get a hit properly. And I thought our physicality was much better in the offensive end, especially as the game wore on. I thought it got better and better, as opposed to as the game wears on. You see guys, they're gassed, whatever. I didn't see that late. Whatever we ran for him, we got him free. I got him decent looks. Lou Dort, Kason Wallace, all these guys they put on him. I mean, these guys are hard to screen. They're great defenders. So it's a Jamal thing, but it's a team thing as well. It's on me to make sure that we start him in places where he can create angles for himself to get a tight catch, so it's not at the logo at half court. So it's a team effort to get him into spots where he's comfortable. And if we can do that, you're going to see games like 27 points, 8 assists, in a huge playoff game. So, Maul's so important to us. We have to help him out for him to be special.
David, how do you create urgency and desperation when you're up in a series?
Because we're playing the best team in the league. And every game there has to be urgency, or you're going to get blown off the court like in Game 2. We're aware of that. I don't look at this as, you look, it's a chance to go up 3-1. I look at it as Game 4. This is going to be a really, really tough game. It's just one of these playoff games. So great opportunity for us to get out and compete with them again. I think we're getting a feel for what it takes to stay in these games with them after what happened in the second game. And it takes a great effort. And if you want to be in it at halftime, you got to go from the start. Because we know what the energy they're going to bring, the speed they play with, the impact they play with. So we have to meet that and surpass it, give ourselves a chance to win.
David, with regards to guarding Shai, How concerned are you about what the referees will allow you to get away with, particularly when he initiates contact?
Yeah, it's kind of like, with Lou Dort when you screen him. You hope there's a give and take. If Shea is allowed to use his off arm, which he's very good at, you hope they'll allow us to at least have some impact with his body. It goes both ways. But that being said, the guy's so hard to guard regardless. I mean, I thought Christian did a great job late in that game of getting his hands up and away, and showing the referees that his hands were not in there, because he is a foul artist. He's an amazing player. And that's one of the big things. You can't let him and Jalen just stand at the free throw line the whole game. Or then now they're really controlling pace. After the free throws, they're picking you up defensively. They're controlling the flow of the game. So absolutely right. It's one of those things you have to react to how it feels that night, because it's different when there's different people that are watching the game and reffing it. So yeah, we know the challenge of that. It's something we talk about all the time. It's one of the main themes of the whole series is how can you be physical early and smart late, if that makes sense, when you guard a guy that good.
David, Jamal was talking about, just the physicality, how he approached it after last game. Is there a commonality that you can see from the first few possessions or the first quarter of the game when he's really kind of driving things that you can tell something's different for him? What does that look like?
Yeah, I mean, he's aggressive to score, and they had different coverages. They were kind of in zero coverage sometimes, meaning they were staying with Nicola, in the pick and rolls. And like I said, for Maul to get going and play it the way he wants to play, we have to help him out. You can tell that is their focus, to try to take him out. They did in game 2. We didn't clean up defenders well enough, and the game got away from us so fast. So, yeah, Jamal, I mean, he can be a 3-level scorer some nights. And if you can get that from him, and with Nicola complementing that, then at the end of the game, they have to make decisions on what they want to give up. And so it's really important to get Jamal going early, make him see the ball go in, whether that's a free throw, an ATO, or you clean somebody up and he gets a good look from 3. But he's such a rhythm player. If he sees it go in, you have no idea how hot the guy can get. So that's what we're looking for. We got to do our job to help him out.
Coach, both teams on short rest. I'm wondering what's the biggest challenge for you and your staff and your team playing the day game?
It's extremely short rest. I mean, it is. And we tried to stay off our feet as much as possible. We did a very minor walkthrough yesterday, but a lot of it's just mental reps, watching the film, added a few things we can adjust to if we need to go there defensively and offensively. But it is a challenge. And if we have to get to guys earlier in the game off the bench, we'll do that and try to, extend the rotation early in the game, hoping that we can get ourselves into a situation like game 1 and game 3, where we have a chance to win, and then we throw our guys out there and go for it. But yeah, it's short rest for both teams. Obviously, they're much younger. They watch different Netflix shows than our guys do. So I know it's different, but I think we'll be ready to go. I mean, just the mentality in there of the guys I see just walking through this morning, we're ready to play.